Hey, this is Robert Gawel.
And this is Richard Briggs.
And welcome to our real estate
update.
Weekly update. We have an awesome update for everybody today. And listen, before we get started, and before we talk about real estate, something very serious, a major earthquake happened, and 8.9 on the Richter scale rocked Japan last night, causing a 23-foot tsunami. And it was plowing a destructive path that they say has already killed 200 people, washing away cars, bridges, and knocking down even nuclear power plants.
Ooh, what time did that hit?
It hit at 2:46 p.m. local Japan time, and they're saying it washed away buildings in seconds. Now, for those of you that don't know, there is about a 14-hour time difference. So when did this happen? It was about 12:46 in the morning, while probably most of us were sleeping. And while we're recording this update, they're saying this tsunami is actually heading towards Hawaii.
Ooh.
Well, let's keep those people in Hawaii in our thoughts and prayers. Well, Richard, let me do something here. You ready to talk some real estate?
I'm ready to talk some real estate because real estate right now is like a tsunami, but we're going to talk about winning strategies.
And today it's all about
winning!
Now listen, if you watch TV or watch the news, it seems like all you hear about is what Lindsay Lohan is wearing to court. Well, today we're going to talk to you about how to be smart with your biggest investment, and that's your home, and how not to get taken advantage of.
Right. In the famous words of Charlie Sheen, it's all about winning, baby! We're going to get back to Charlie later, but right now we're facing the first time in the history of the United States that over 45% of homeowners who have a mortgage cannot sell that home for what they owe on the house. They're underwater.
Underwater? Tsunami? Underwater?
Oh, God. We're in a tsunami!
Right, so that means their home is not worth as much as the amount that they owe on their mortgage balance. So again, that means that you're upside down in your home. So let's talk about right now a little real estate segment that we call
Jackass of the Week.
You may think the Jackass of the Week is Charlie Sheen, but in the world of real estate, the Jackass of the Week is
David Stern, attorney dog at law.
In case you don't know who David Stern is, he held the largest foreclosure mill in the state of Florida, and he's under investigation right now for robo-signing and other questionable practices.
Hey, Robbie, elaborate on that questionable practice and what is robo-signing?
Robo-signing is where your staff of 1,200 people don't even read the foreclosure documents and just sign them, or other questionable practices. Who knows if they were even missing documents that suddenly appeared.
Wow.
And what this did is this pushed people to foreclosure faster.
Susie Harmon released a book and had a 2-hour show on PBS on Wednesday night. It's a 2-hour show, but if you sift through 3/4 of it, she has 3 great real estate points.
If you make these calculations, is the market at the bottom now?
I don't think you're going to see the market at the bottom. While it is true that there are many buys out there, those buys are foreclosures. Those are buys of houses that have really been given up by people that couldn't afford it. And what that's doing is it's bringing all the other prices of the homes in the neighborhood around there down as well. Because if you have a house that was $100,000 and your neighbor is selling it for $20,000, guess what? That makes your house now worth $20,000. So I think you're not going to see the bottom of this real estate market, in my opinion.
And so you can't count on your own house, the price to bounce back up. So what do you do when you're sitting with a mortgage and it's really tough to make the payments?
So you have to be very careful here, because if you can't make the payments, you don't want to make certain mistakes. You don't want to hold on until everything has gone down the drain. You're going to have to really make an intelligent decision. Can you afford a home or can you not? If you're borrowing money, if you're missing your payments, it's sometimes better to let go in today's economy than to hold on and take everything else down with you.
I've done over 1,000 transactions, and it seems like over the past 1.5 to 2 years, people are just crying to me at the kitchen table.
Well, that's unfortunate. We've been programmed as human beings to always do the right thing, and we also, with our homes, let our emotions get into it. But what you need to look at is winning. You've got to win your way out of this problem.
And you know what? What is doing the right thing? Like Richard said, doing the right thing has always been paying your bills, being responsible. But you know what? Doing the right thing, that might cost you for decades to come.
It could bury your kids in debt.
Now, what Bank of America doesn't tell you is this was just reported this week that Bank of America themselves walked away from a 55-foot high-rise that they own in Atlanta.
They were upside down at approximately $150 million to quit paying their mortgage and have walked away.
Now wait, when you walk away, it's for people that usually the people that do walk away, they usually have hardships. But then the day after this article broke, an article came out the next day that said,
you aren't going to believe this, but Bank of America is predicting in 2 years that they will be making $43 billion a year, but yet they cannot pay their mortgage this year. Well, the big thing that Bank of America does differently than us is they don't look at any of these tsunamis with emotion. They looked at it as winning and losing.
and you know what? Since we're on the subject of winning, nobody knows more about winning today than
Charlie Sheen!
And you know what? I think he just lost his job.
I think
$48 million a year just lost his job. You know what? Maybe Charlie needs to short sell his home.
Well, we're going to go see Charlie right now and give him some winning advice and hopefully get some from him.
I just want to drink some Tiger's Blood and hang out at the Sober Valley Ranch.
Well, here we are at Sober Valley Ranch, Charlie Sheen's California mansion.
And are you winning?
And we want to find out from Charlie, are you winning? But are you winning as well?
You know what? And we actually snuck into the guy's kitchen because he was busy doing Sheen's Corner, and we got ourselves
Tiger's blood.
some Tiger's Blood. So cheers, my
Cheers.
man. Here's to winning.
Are you winning?
Charlie?
Are you winning?
Charlie?
Are you winning?
Charlie?
Are you winning?